Hello everyone and welcome to this, and I'm sure most of you know by now the big news in the realm of the sporting world is the fact that today the San Diego Chargers are going to pack things up and move on out and head for the big bright signs of Hollywood and head to Los Angeles to become the Los Angeles Chargers starting just this upcoming September, the 2017 NFL season. So I've had a lot of thoughts really run through my mind on this topic because, I mean, it's news we've kind of known about for about over a year about the situation with the San Diego Chargers potentially moving and now obviously are moving. So I've had a lot of thoughts run through my head. The first, I think if you are a citizen / taxpayer of the city of San Diego, stand up and give yourself a round of applause and a pat on the back, the old Barry Horowitz, because you people stood up to a bully. And I think there's something that needs to be commended for you in that, where you have Mr. Dean Spano, your owner of the San Diego Chargers, really trying to bully you people into helping fund a brand new stadium for the Chargers. It's a thing we see constantly in the realm of sports now. And 9 times out of 10, the city and the citizens buy in to what the owner wants, and the owner gets his new plaything. And I'm happy to see the city of San Diego citizens, taxpayers, stand up to Mr. Spano. Mr. Spano is worth in the neighborhood of $2 billion. The man could have funded a brand new stadium, and if he truly wanted to be a part of San Diego, which, you know, he deep down, you know, truly said he would, and then obviously not, and pretty much what the rest of the NFL wanted him to stay in San Diego, then he could have afforded to put a brand new stadium out there. Just obviously choosing to have the cheaper route and have some of the taxpayers help fund it, and that just causes absolute chaos, i.e. look what happened with the Miami Marlins and their ballpark when the Marlins rebranded as the Miami Marlins. But the other thought that's really run through my head here, and I think it's the overwhelming sentiment here, is I'm really hurt for the people, the Charger fans in San Diego, because to me, the city of San Diego really lost its heart and soul, and, you know, part of its identity today with the news that the Chargers will not be playing football anymore in the city of San Diego. The Chargers have been a part of San Diego for 56 years. You know, that goes back to families upon families from time to time. You know, grandpa on down. You know, you've built tighter, you build tight relationships off that team in that city. And the Chargers were there back in the AFL days. The Chargers were back there before the San Diego Padres, before the San Diego Zoo, before San Diego's big Comic-Con. You know, before a lot of these big things that the city of San Diego is getting, and, you know, the fancy restaurants there that have, you know, people really talk about, it was the Chargers that were there. The Chargers helped people come together in that community, in that city, that it's gone now. All because a man chose money over, you know, loyalty, which he said he did, and that's what it downright comes to. And it's going to be real tough for these Chargers to be able to, I think, get a fan base out there in Los Angeles. I mean, they already got the Rams coming back last year, and that was much more of a homecoming for a team that the people of Los Angeles felt, you know, they got rightly screwed over in losing back in 1994 or 95 to going to St. Louis. But, I mean, the Chargers, they've been there forever. You know, you think of the greats, the Lance Allworths, Don Coryell's team, Dan Fouts. You know, this team with Bobby Ross that coached them to a Super Bowl. You know, the little engine that could. I mean, sure, it didn't go their way, but hey, that team made it to a Super Bowl. Then you think of LaDainian Tomlinson. Think of those Marty Schottenheimer teams. You know, with young Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers winning a playoff game with a goddamn torn ACL. You think of those things and how much that team meant to a lot of those people and built for that city, and now it's gone. I'm really sad for the people of San Diego. And I think of franchises moving in sports, I think this has to be up there as one of the most heartbreaking in the long run. I think when you think of the Colts moving from Baltimore to Indianapolis, the Browns moving from Cleveland to Baltimore, and in the NHL when the Winnipeg Jets left to go to Phoenix, that was crushing to that city. That hockey team was a big part of Winnipeg's identity. Chargers the same thing for San Diego as a city. It's a big part of your identity, and that's gone now. And I just really can't come together. I really feel bad for them, and I think that Mr. Spano is going to learn in the long run this may be a rougher move, bolting for the money and trying to build a fan base that, you know, they already got another set of sports outlets. They already got a football team. They got 3 technically solid university programs in the realm of college football. I mean, this is going to be really tough for the Chargers to build a strong fan base out there. And a lot of people are hurt. Plus, I mean, already there's still people that the second team really, just a lot is maybe the Rams, but there's still a lot of Raider loyalists out there in Los Angeles. So that really hurts me. And the thing is, this is just the beginning, because Oakland is another small town team. And you know, now with the Chargers moving to Los Angeles, the fact of the matter is, you know, 3's a crowd, and the Raiders cannot go there. So obviously, looking at things, they're going to probably more than likely maybe move, if they do move, to Las Vegas, as they've already got, you know, deals put together for that motions to be going. But it's real heartbreaking. I feel terrible for the people of San Diego that lost a part of them today. And obviously, they've already moved forward. And the thing that also really irks me is this news broke they're probably going to move yesterday, so Wednesday night. And the Chargers are already like trying to forget and distance themselves from San Diego. Like, the body isn't even cold yet, and the Spanos and the rest of this management of this team are just trying to distance themselves from the city that helped make the word Chargers, the Bolts, mean something. And that's just really what disgusts me a little bit with how they're treating this. But so is sports. You know, it is all about the money. And that's what it all comes down to. And it's real unfortunate for the San Diego Chargers fan base that this has to happen. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as well, considering Phillip Rivers really didn't want to have anything to do with the team moving to Los Angeles. That has happened now. I would expect him to test free agency. He's only got about, what, max 3 years left in the NFL. See what ends up happening where he plays football next year. It's going to be interesting. And they, of course, already named a brand new head coach, former Buffalo Bill offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn, who, you know, I thought did a good job as an offensive coordinator, but, I mean, that's really not what it's all about today. I mean, so much is happening so fast. I mean, you also got to wonder, had this team maybe won a couple more games, with they, you know, not blown a lot of games the past 2 years, would they still be there? I don't know. If this seemed pretty set in stone, this team was moving to Los Angeles. And so we are here now with the Los Angeles Chargers in 2017. People of San Diego, my heart goes out to you.